Alright gamers, what's going on? Insanity coming at you. Welcome to yet another episode of Insanity Talks here for fanboyfeed.com. And before we get into the nitty gritty of all the information I really want to go ahead and dive into with this whole Watch Dogs situation, is the game is officially and finally coming out in just over 10 days for pretty much every single platform except the Wii U, which they will get their own version that's going to be a little bit more fine-tuned and set up specifically for that platform. Hopefully it really utilizes the touchpad in some amazing way, whether it be for maybe the menu system, maybe for an amazing hacking ability, or whatever it may be. Let's just hope they utilize that controller as awesome as they did as Zombie U was when the Wii U officially launched, because as you got to remember, that was Ubisoft. They really showcased how to use that touchpad in a wonderful way. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about really what I want to go ahead and get into, and that is everybody's been seeing the leaked information about the Watch Dogs beta that's been running around on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. There's a bunch of leaked gameplay. Everyone's sitting there complaining about the downgrade of graphics, even though you can never take a beta for what it is. I mean, it's never going to be a finalized product, and as you all know, the official final version, based on other footage that's been leaked out to the internet from those who already have review copies or have maybe picked one up from a buddy that may have worked at a game shop, whatever it may be, the PlayStation 4 version looks absolutely phenomenal from what I've seen, and that I do not have a doubt whatsoever that the game is going to look stellar on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and even better on PC. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the multiplayer component of Watch Dogs, how it really just kind of came up out of nowhere. It seemed as if there was never any multiplayer that was really planned for this game, and then randomly, you know, when the game was going to come out around the launch time of the systems, they decided to go ahead and delay it and say, you know what, we want to make sure we have the definitive next-gen open world experience for you guys to enjoy. Give us some time to polish it, make it a little bit better. And I think being able to add multiplayer to it was kind of a bad idea. Again, this is my opinion. But when you sit there and you have an open world like Watch Dogs, where you want to make sure you're going to have something to do all the time, even when you complete the original campaign, how you can wind up picking up a new mission or extra mission from just by scanning around and using the profile on every NPC in the world. I mean, I think that's absolutely incredible. You're going to have unlimited things to do no matter where you are in the game, besides the ability to get invaded by someone else to try and do an online hacking, or to do an online race, or to do one of these decryption modes, whatever that is. The big thing that you gotta sit here and you gotta think about for a second is, why in the world are they still beta testing a multiplayer mode when the game launches in 10 days? They say the game has gone gold. Why in the world are they still beta testing multiplayer? That's raising a lot of red flags right there. Is this game going to be 110% playable when the game finally comes out in about a week or so? I mean, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been sitting there playing the beta through multiple play sessions, and there's been bugs, there's been a lot of things that have been addressed, there's been a lot of connection issues due to Uplay or Ubisoft servers being reset. There's a lot of things out there that you have to worry about when it comes to a new IP and how things are going to be running in the multiplayer world. And especially with this whole free roam, not many people have really said anything about how awesome the free mode is going to be. There's no leaked footage of it. Are you going to be able to have the entire city at your disposal? Are you going to be able to do these crazy situations where you're going to be able to have death matches? Are you going to be able to create your own multiplayer environment similar to GTA to try and have your own multiplayer experience? These are things that Ubisoft hasn't really touched on. Is the Season Pass ever going to include more multiplayer missions, tracks for racing? Are they going to give you more areas to try and do your decryption modes in? I mean, how is it going to work? And not only that, how is this beta testing that's still going on today, a little bit before the game actually launches, how is that going to affect the final product? Are we going to have a day one update to address all these issues? Is there going to be something that's going to go ahead and make the world wake up and go, hey, this is not what we wanted. We wanted a pure, amazing next-gen single-player open-world experience, and now you kind of gave us a mediocre next-gen open-world single-player experience with a half-ass multiplayer experience. We don't really know. I mean, you can't always go off of the idea of, hey, let's go ahead and check out these huge, big review sites that always wind up saying, hey, the big, most anticipated titles always get the best reviews. You need to go off of peer reviews, guys. That's really where the true reviews are for the world. I mean, I know everybody has their websites that they like to go to for their gaming news, and you may have a buddy that may say, you know what, this game is crap, and you may like it. There may be a guy that says, you know what, I have the same opinion as you, I like the same games as you, and that's what you need to look out for with Watch Dogs, because there's going to be a lot of people that are just going to go ahead and give this game 9s and 10s just because it's a brand new IP, it goes in a different direction, and Watch Dogs is a highly anticipated title to really showcase the power and what to expect from future open world next gen games. Anyways guys, I'm Insanity, thank you so much for checking out Insanity Talks. Be sure to go ahead and check out my full review of Watch Dogs when it comes out in about a week or so on the 27th, and I will catch you all in the open world of Chicago. Peace out guys, later.